Students at Nelson Mandela University in Gqeberha met to address issues of the NSFAS funding, registration and accommodation. The meeting started before Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana presented the budget speech, which many students hoping for another cash injection for the financial aid scheme. Our reporter Siphosethu Booi filed this report.
At a meeting organized by Nelson Mandela University student leaders, students spoke of their struggles, calling for the institution to address the financial assistance debacle that caused the accommodation crisis to be sorted out urgently.
We are saying it must be standard procedure for a final year student to be automatically admitted for their concession. We are saying it cannot be that students are not going to be funded for accommodation because of a new rule from NSFAS. If you remember, there's a new 60 credit rule from NSFAS which says students who have less than 60 credits will only be covered for tuition and not for accommodation. So we are saying the university must make means to assist those students.
Registration, funding and accommodation were some of the issues raised by the students in the meeting. They claim the university has been sending them from pillar to post.
Accommodation hasn't been approved yet because of the NSFAS. It hasn't approved it yet. So I was having a problem, and then I went to the rest manager, and then it's the one who helped me about the concession. But the concession takes a little bit longer to approve. But now it's approved, but not yet registered so far. So I think that's it for now. And then this thing of...
Now my issues that I have is that we were given a scholarship at school. But now that scholarship, it only funds the tuition, which is understandable. But now where are we supposed to sleep? I believe there is new residents. There are few blocks that are empty there. Why are you going to place postgraduates?
The SRC, which was a part of the Nelson Mandela University Executive Committee of the Senate meeting, which was held separately, says the postponement of classes will not solve the accommodation issue faced by the students.
Our call as the SRC and the students at large was that, okay, the reality of the matter is that we understand that not everyone can be accommodated, but what the university must understand is that as Nelson Mandela University, we cater mostly for students that are in the Eastern Cape, which is poor, marginalized students. So in efforts to broaden access, management must then open the provision for online learning.
NMU spokesperson Zandile Mbabela says during the engagements, the SRC formally raised the students' concerns.
The Nelson Mandela University Executive Committee of Senate met this morning to discuss several institutional issues, including a request from the Student Representative Council to postpone the commencement of lectures by a period of 2 weeks. The request from student leadership to postpone the start of lectures was to allow time for the concerns raised by students to be discussed. ECS has approved a proposal for lectures to begin on Monday.
The vast majority of these students say their parents can't afford the registration fee of 9,500 rands. Therefore, funding issues, to name but a few of their grievances, need to be addressed to avoid students' exclusion. The students have made a clarion call directed to the university that is register one student, register all of them. For Newzroom Afrika on channel 405, I'm Siphosethu Booi at Gqeberha.